You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about the ever-unfolding saga involving the three gentlemen that lost their lives tragically after something so benign as a Kansas City Chiefs watch party. I mean, something we've all done, gotten together as a group. The largest one, of course, will be this weekend, ironically enough, involving the Chiefs and the Niners during Super Bowl 58. Well, not that long ago, in early January, 3 people lost their lives. Many people believe they were frozen to death in the backyard of a gentleman's house by the name of Jordan Willis. We have since found out he was a HIV and Wuhan virus researcher. And these gentlemen lost their lives. Toxicology reports have come back. Traces of THC, cocaine, fentanyl in the system. And we got a lot of people wondering out loud, is there foul play involved here? At this point, we just simply don't know. But we know one thing. The whole thing's really weird. It's really strange. It's really bizarre. Like, what is going on? What is happening? What happened here? Did Jordan Willis experiment? I did a video yesterday. Somebody uttered the words poisoned. Were they Walter Whited, Mason Verger, Hannibal Lecter, one of his victims? He drugged him. Or was this something just as innocent as some guys thought they were doing one thing and something else was in it? A lot of people are speaking out, especially family members, and now we've got David Harrington, one of the victims. We've got his parents speaking out. They're like everybody else. They want some answers. And they do believe something happened here involving their son and him taking something unknowingly that eventually led him to lose his life. The parents of one of the Kansas City Chiefs found dead in an HIV scientist's backyard said they think there's more to the story of his mysterious death. I don't doubt that a bit. More to the story. There's so much more I think this is going to continue to unravel. And I'm making a call right here, folks. I think that 5th person that was involved at the party, I still think there's a potential bombshell coming involving that person. Okay, a peel back the curtain situation that may end up dropping some jaws. But we don't know. I'm speculating out loud. I am. This is the Daily Mail, by the way. David Harrington's parents, John and Teresa Harrington, appeared on Chris Cuomo's News Nation show to react to the trio's toxicology reports, which suggested traces of cocaine, THC, and fentanyl, according to TMZ and News Nation. A family member told one reporter the men tested level 30 for fentanyl, triple the amount needed to cause them to meet their demise. What matters, this is some quotes, what matters is that he didn't take that to die. It just means there's more to the story, there's more to it than just that, the grieving mother told Chris Cuomo when asked about the report. He didn't take that to die. If he took the drugs on his own, he took them to get high. Now, keep in mind, it was David Harrington's girlfriend that came out and made the statement that she thought he was murdered and that he was no drug addict. Again, at this point, we don't know what to believe. John Harrington, on his part, said that toxicology reports don't fully explain the tragedy, adding that somebody gave them something that would kill them. We keep getting answers that the police are still investigating. So there's something there that they're saying, quote, maybe that's not right, Teresa said. So that's a very good point by the mom. They come right out, they ruled out foul play, but yet there's an investigation that continues to be ongoing. Now, whether or not they're trying to get to the root of who provided the drugs, And if it was Jordan, well, where did he get those drugs? Okay, in other words, maybe they're trying to get to the dealer because they may have fentanyl floating all over their streets right now in Kansas City. I'd say that's probably accurate. At this point with the borders we've got, everybody's got fentanyl all over their streets. I got a buddy that is a sheriff in a small county here in East Texas, a sheriff's deputy, and he tells me fentanyl's all over the place. I mean, it's just frightening to hear. Police, however, have repeatedly said they are not investigating the mysterious deaths as homicides. When asked if he believed his son brought the drugs with him, John Harrington said he did not know, but his thinking is that they got them there, the drugs, that is. Harrington, 37, Ricky Johnson, 38, and Clayton McGinney, 36, were found dead and frozen in Jordan Willis's backyard in Kansas City, Missouri, January 9. Initial toxicology information on the three men suggested traces of cocaine, THC, fentanyl. After the men's deaths, Willis checked himself into rehab, a friend claims. Jordan Willis took the events of that night and the days after as an enormous, heartbreaking wake-up call. There's a new picture right there of Jordan Willis. I had not seen this one with, I guess, a lady friend of some kind. I have not seen her anywhere at all, and we've done quite a few videos at this point. The deaths of his friends made him realize that he had a problem with addiction and needed to seek professional help. Police have not made any arrests. Medical examiners are yet to reveal the cause of death. Again, there's some pathologists out there that speculate that they died of hypothermia leading to a cardiac arrest, right? That they passed out outside. I would assume it was the fentanyl that knocked them out, but, I'm no chemist. He is. The detectives are combing through phones of the three men who were found dead nearly 48 hours after the football watch party on January 7th. He moved out of his home, Jordan Willis, because he was afraid of retaliation and hasn't been seen since, and he's in rehab. Eventually, the fiancée of one of the men broke into the house through the basement, found the first body in the backyard. She then called the police, who arrived to find Willis in his underwear holding a wine glass. Willis claimed he had not left his home in 2 days and slept with noise-canceling headphones that blocked sounds of his friend's family's frantic knocking. Well, I'm going to tell you what's strange about that is the fact that various people had banged on the door, right? Trying to get Jordan Willis to respond, but there's been statements out there that when the cops showed up, they banged on the door, he immediately answered. Well, what's up with that? Because the cops were called by the girl that went through the basement, which, under the circumstances, you gotta wonder how scary was that for her, because she doesn't know what's happened at this point. She's technically speaking breaking into somebody's house, and if something sinister was going on, who's to say that something wouldn't have happened to her? Well, that's crazy. When pressed on inconsistencies in Willis's story, notably the fact that one of the bodies did not have a jacket on when apparently leaving his home despite the icy cold January weather on that night, he said they could have gone out there. It was icy cold that night. I don't know how many cars they came in. There were 3 of them, and there were only 2 cars left on the street. They could have decided they wanted to go back inside the house for some reason. People leave the house all the time without coats. It doesn't matter how cold it is. So I can't answer to that. Jordan doesn't know what happened to them, and he never saw them again at the point that they were walking towards the front door, leaving his house. What? Walking towards the front door, leaving his house. That's the first time I've read that part. in all this, that they were walking towards the front door, leaving the house. But they were found in the backyard. Now do you see? We're starting to even get some small variations of said stories out there. It's crazy. I don't know if these guys were doing drugs. I don't know. I mean, look, these guys might have not have been quote-unquote drug addicts, right? The girlfriend said that David Harrington wasn't a drug addict. But they might have been one of these, 3 times a year we tie one off too hard and we did something, whatever. They didn't make it out of this one alive, whatever it was, whatever happened. Again, I suspect the cops are trying to find a trail back to whoever probably the fentanyl and the coke came from. All right, and I can only speculate, well, maybe they had it, they either brought it or Jordan had it. Nonetheless, where to get spiked from, I'm talking spiked by fentanyl. And maybe that's what's taken so long. But it is odd that it's going on. We got to remember, too, all right, we're talking about not full toxicology reports yet. That may be a week or two or more away. It's just a little bit of the story. In the little bit we got of the toxicology, there's not full amounts and all this, that, and the other that's come out of this thing. And what else was involved? We don't know. Why the hell? Why is, with this thing having so much interest, and it's made it into a national story that's checked out every day, why aren't the cops saying anything here? No statements, really? There's been a couple of statements, but they've been just total BS. No, you don't call a news conference? I don't know. It's all strange. Tell me what you think. Hit subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. Guys, keep it locked. We're going to watch it. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.